Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel where we break down all things personal finance. Today, we're diving deep into something you probably carry with you every day, your credit card. But what exactly is a credit card, and how does it really work? Stick around to find out everything you need to know, from building credit history to understanding the pros and cons. A credit card is more than just a piece of plastic or metal. It's a tool issued by a bank or financial services company that lets you borrow money to pay for goods and services. This borrowed money comes with a catch. You have to pay it back, and often with interest, if you don't settle your balance by the due date. But did you know there's more to credit cards than just swiping? Depending on your card, you might have access to a separate line of credit for cash advances, often with higher interest rates and no grace period. So, it's important to understand how each type of transaction works. Now, here's where things get interesting. Credit cards often get confused with debit cards because they look so similar. But when you swipe a debit card, you're spending your money from a linked checking account. With a credit card, you're borrowing the bank's money, and if you don't pay it back on time, you'll likely face interest charges. Let's break down some key terms that you need to understand. First up, APR or annual percentage rate. This is the interest rate you'll be charged on any unpaid balances. Your grace period is the time you have to pay off your purchases without being charged interest, usually 21 days. That's why paying your balance within this period is a great practice to avoid those extra charges. But watch out. If you're carrying a balance from the previous month, you may lose that grace period on new purchases. Now, let's talk about the fun part. Different types of credit cards. We've got rewards cards that give you points or miles for purchases, cashback cards that earn you back a percentage of what you spend, and even store-branded cards that offer exclusive perks. While store cards can be easier to qualify for, keep in mind that many of them can only be used at specific stores. If you want more flexibility, a general rewards credit card might be the way to go. For those just starting out or trying to rebuild credit, secured credit cards can be a great option. With these, you make a deposit that acts as your credit line. Over time, as you show responsible use, you might qualify for an unsecured card, which doesn't require a deposit and often comes with better perks. Remember, a secured card can be a stepping stone to a brighter financial future. Using a credit card responsibly can help you build a strong credit history. This means making regular, on-time payments, keeping your credit utilization low, and avoiding late fees. Your credit score reflects how well you manage your credit, which is important for future loans, like mortgages or car payments. Be mindful of the fees associated with your card. Things like balance transfer fees or late payment penalties can really add up. And of course, if you're late on payments, you could lose any promotional interest rate offers. Avoid penalty APRs by always making at least the minimum payment on time. Trust me, avoiding that 30% interest hike will save you a ton in the long run. Here's another key difference between credit and debit cards: fraud protection. If your credit card is used fraudulently, under the Fair Credit Billing Act, your liability is capped at just $50. But with debit cards, your liability increases the longer you wait to report unauthorized transactions. So, let's summarize the pros and cons of using a credit card. On the plus side, you get ease of use, rewards, and a way to build credit. On the downside, high interest rates and fees can be costly if you're not careful. If used responsibly, a credit card can be an amazing tool. But always be mindful of how much you're spending and paying back. Finally, if you're in the market for a new credit card, take the time to compare offers. Look at the regular APR, any promotional rates, annual fees, and of course, the rewards program. Whether it's cashback or travel miles, make sure the card aligns with your spending habits. That's a wrap. Hopefully, you now have a better understanding of credit cards, how they work, and how to use them to your advantage. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more financial tips. Until next time, take care and spend wisely.